All right, so the flow for today is going to take us into a lot of external rotation of the hips. Keep in mind, we're going to take this toward Ekapada Galavasana. So basically using this figure four shape quite a bit. You're going to feel this in the outer hip, working in toward the glutes, and it's basically prolonged variations of the kind of stretch you get from your pigeon pose. So that's the demonstration I have here before we start. So once we get in the main part of the flow, every sequence is going to bring you to the front of the mat, and we're going to start from the standing balance here. So you're going to be on one foot with one leg lifted, bringing the ankle past the thigh of the base leg. And with that lifted foot, curl the toes, keep the foot active, keep it tense. Try to press that shin into the upper thigh, and then start to sink down just a little bit to hold your balance here. Now your arms can be bound when you come into this. You can release the bind at any point, just bring your hands to wherever keeps you balanced, but feel this out as best you can. And if you have trouble balancing, just bring your foot down to the floor, and a lot of times it just takes touching your toe down to get you sort of righted and get you sort of sense of where you actually are. If you get too frustrated, it's just going to get harder. So take a deep inhale and then see about lifting that leg and hold your balance as best you can. The first goal here is not to put your face on the floor. Now, if you're able to take this down a little bit further, and you probably will, you'll be able to bend into the base knee, start to hinge from the hips, and this is going to bring the stretch into the outer hip. And just take this as deep as you're able. You can come down a little bit, and you can come down a lot. You can fold completely over that lifted shin. We'll hold here for a little bit. Now, if you want to release, and just bring your hands down to the floor and hold the fold. This is good enough just to start. You can stay here for a few breaths. Now to take it down further, the third stage of this is moving into the arm balance. And we're just going to go from the arm balance into the Vinyasa from here into the transition. So I want you to decide which one you're going to take. It's either going to be crow or Ekapada Galavasana. Now bring yourself into Galavasana or work toward it as best you can, as long as you can maintain the cross of the legs and actually bring your palms down to the floor. If that's too much, you're just going to release both feet, and then as usual for crow, both palms down, grip with your fingers, lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms, look forward, lean forward, and then try to lift your feet together. And if you want to stay lean in your hands to take some weight forward, that's good enough, but take this as far as you're ready. Now, if you're going to take this in Galavasana, it's still basically crow, but just with your legs crossed, and it's a key difference if your hips are tight, keep in mind. But if you come into this here, again, you're going to have both palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor. Try to keep that lifted shin as high up in the arms as you can. It's going to slide down once you actually take this toward balancing, so prep yourself and give yourself some space. And then everything's just the same as crow. Dig into the fingertips, lean forward, lift your base foot up off the floor. You can always set it back down. But if you can take this further, or if you can hold this, see about bringing your heel toward your seat. And if you want to go further still, try to keep your hips high and think about extending that leg up and back. Take it slow and just take it as far as you're ready. The farther you lift that leg and the higher you extend, the harder the pose becomes. And it's much easier to do this when you stack toward vertical than if you're horizontal and parallel to the floor. It's much more muscular if you want to hold your leg out to that level extension from that angle, keep in mind. So just work things as best you can and take things as far as you're ready today. So all that said, let's start the seated. And let's take this into Baddha Konasana to begin. So that's soles, feet together, knees out wide. And just set this up as accommodates the tightness or the looseness of your hips from here. So if you're like me and your knees are more than a few inches up off the floor, I recommend sliding your feet forward. Make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And that's to help your pelvis tilt forward so you can actually sit this upright without a whole lot of effort. And if you're more open, the knees are pretty low, you can pull the heels in close. And again, just be sure you can hold this upright. Now, either way you take this, just bring your fingertips down to the floor at your sides. And this is really just for stability. You want to resist pushing the floor too much. And then just arrange your posture here. So relax around the hips as best you can to let the knees settle toward the floor. And then hold tension from the waist on up. So pull in from your belly, around your low ribs like you're cinching a belt. Reach the top of the head toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit here. Relax your shoulders down. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just feel out your position with the eyes closed. So still relax around the hips as best you can. Keep yourself upright with the top of your head still reaching up. Shoulders are still down and away from the ears. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as you inhale as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. And with the exhale, this time lean to the right side, right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm, right gaze up high, and hold here. And just stretch your left side long. Keep looking up, keep breathing. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, lean left this time. Left hand to the floor, right arm reaching left. Stretch this out long, gaze up high here. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center. And then down to the floor behind you. Now go ahead, lean back, lift your feet, cross at the ankles. Roll forward to all fours, just briefly here. We're going to take this back and forth into Galavasana twist. So I want you to point the toes of both feet over to the left. And walk your hands to the right. Bring your right hip all the way down. Now the right hand sits behind you, left arm outside your right thigh. Sit this up tall. Look over the right shoulder. Press your left arm into your right leg. And just feel that twist all through your left side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Let's take it through center. Toes point right. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sets behind. Right arm outside your left thigh. Now extend the top of the head straight up. And look back over your left shoulder. And use your right arm, press into your left leg, and just take your twist long and take it deep here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, back up onto your hands. Bring this through center. Over to the right side again. Right hip down, right hand sets behind. Left arm outside your right thigh. Now extend your spine up tall. Look back over the right shoulder. Try to take it deeper than before. Really use that left arm and press into your right leg here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, back up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Walk this through center. The toes point right. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sets behind. Right arm outside your left thigh. Extend the top of the head straight up. Look back over your left shoulder. And again, try to take it deeper. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it back up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Walk through center to the right side again. Toes point left. Right hip down. Right hand sets behind. Left arm outside your right thigh. Sit this up tall. Look over the right shoulder. Find that deep twist. Now keep your left arm pressing your right leg. Keep your body twisted like this. And then just move from your neck and bring your chin over your left shoulder as far as you can. Now look out the corner of your eye. You should be able to see your left knee or maybe the left foot. Stay tall and stay twisted. But try to take this further. Curl the toes of your left foot. And then press your left knee down. Work to lift your left foot up off the floor just a little bit if you can. And then set it back down. Again, keep that twist. Press into your left knee. Work to lift your left foot best you can. And then set it back down. One more time within the twist. Press your left knee to the floor. Try to lift that left foot. You're trying to work that external rotation of the leg. And then release that. And then come up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Bring it through center one more time over to the left. So left hip comes down. The toes point right. Left hand sets behind. Right arm outside your left thigh. And again, sit this up top. Keep the crown of the head reaching up. Look over your left shoulder and really be aggressive with that right arm. Press to your left leg and brace your twist. Now while you keep your body twisted, just move from your neck and bring your chin as far over the right shoulder as you can. Look out the corner of your eye. You should be able to see the right knee, maybe even the right foot. And while you're twisted, press the right knee down. Work to lift that right foot up off the floor, even just a little bit. And then set it back down. And then press the right knee into the floor. Try to lift the right foot as best you can. And then set it back down. One more time. Press the right knee to the floor. Try to lift that right foot. I know this isn't exactly the most satisfying movement here. And then go ahead and release that. And then come up onto your hands, lift your hips, and bring yourself into all fours. Now just give yourself a moment here. Move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And just loosen up your spine. And then bring this into center, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Now I'll take this into the wrist a little bit further here. So I want you to bring your knees together, bring your feet together as well. And then with the hands still shoulder width, keep your palms down, rotate your fingertips to the sides, and then in toward your knees as far as you can. Now spread your fingers out wide, dig your fingertips into the floor, grab your mat, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And this could be enough. Now you can just stay here, maybe just sway your shoulders side to side a little bit, but keep that grip, keep your fingertips pressing down. Now, if you can take this further, see about moving back and forth with your legs. Go ahead, lift the right leg, bring the right knee down past your left leg. Just a tight cross, more like an eagle bind. And then go ahead, switch this out. Come into center with the knees together. And then left knee comes down behind your right leg. Squeeze the legs together here. And then come back into center, still gripping the floor with your fingers. Bring your right knee past your left leg again and squeeze. And then come back into center. Bring your left knee past your right leg again. Squeeze here. And then come back to center. One more round, still gripping the floor with your fingers. Bring the right knee past your left leg again and squeeze. Maybe try to lean this further back. And then bring it back to center, legs together. Left knee outside your right leg one more time. And just squeeze, maybe lean back here. And then go ahead, bring this back to center. And then with your legs together, just come up onto the fingertips and walk your hands in close. Make both hands into fists. 4 fingers into your palms, thumbs outside. Press your fists down into the floor like you're punching straight down. And then keep the fist clenched like this without opening up your hands. Take it side to side. Bend to the right wrist. Come to the back of the right hand. You can bend the elbow. And then come back up. Do the same on the left side. And then come back up. And just keep moving back and forth like this. Now keep the fingers curled in as much as you can the whole time. And again, if you need to back off from the stretch, you can just start to bend the elbow deep. If you want to feel the intensity here, you can try to keep your arms straight as you're moving. And use as much or as little pressure as you like. And then one more time with the back of the right hand down. Keep it down. And come to the back of the left hand as well. Go ahead, press your hands together like you're punching one fist into the next. And then maybe press this up towards straight to take this further. Feel that stretch in the backs of your hands, moving up into the forearms. And then from here, just take it slow. Bend the elbows out wide, sink your chest down low. And then press back up towards straight. Try to come up higher than before. And again, sink your chest down. With the hands pressing together, come back up. One more time, bring your chest down low. And then bring it all the way up. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. Hold here. And take an inhale. With the exhale, come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels, and then just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, once your hands are ready, bring your legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. And we're going to set this up for a couple of variations of reverse tabletop here. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now fingertips forward if you can. If you need to, you can always rotate the fingers out to the sides, and that'll be easier on the wrists. But either way, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's take it back and forth. Inhale, your hips up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift again. And exhale, lower. Now inhale, press your hips high and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. You can look forward, look up, you can hang your head back. Keep your chest lifting up as well, and just keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, sink all the way down. Now you can take a moment, shake your hands out just a little bit. We're going to take it back up, and this time we're going to use that figure 4. So again, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width, whatever rotation you like. Start with both feet on the mat. Now go ahead, lift your butt up off the floor, that's what I'm trying to say. And step your left foot to the center and find that cross. Bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot, keep them curled, keep the knee to the side. And take it up and down from here. So with an inhale, press straight up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, lower. Now inhale, press your hips high and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep your hips lifted like this. You can have your gaze wherever you like. And press the right leg into the left to hold that lift as well. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly sink down. Now not quite all the way. And we're going to try to take this figure four a little bit further. So see about walking your hands forward and pressing your torso into the cross of your legs, and you'll start to feel more of that stretch in the right outer hip. Now you can stop at any time. If you can make this more intense, or if you want to take it further, you can press into your hands and round your spine forward. And if you want to take it further still, you can use this shape and take this up to balancing. Now for that, you've got to press in as tight as you can. Come up onto the fingertips. Lean forward, lift your left heel, walk your hands forward so you don't fall down. Now you're going to keep that cross of the legs. Try to center the left heel underneath you, and then see about sitting this upright with the leg cross. Now I'm going to recommend, if you want to balance this without your hands on the floor, keep your gaze forward, try to keep your spine tall, feel the tension in your body, and then slowly, I don't know if I can pull this off right now, maybe hover your fingertips above the floor. Maybe not. If you can, maybe bring your hands to heart center. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that today. Let's see. Maybe just for a moment. And then go ahead and bring this down. So when you come back to your seat, and let's set it up for the other side. So feet about hips with distance apart. And again, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Whatever rotation you like with the fingers. Lift your seat up off the floor. Now this time the right foot comes to center. Left leg crosses over the right. Now bring the shin and bring the ankle past the thigh. Curl the toes of your left foot. And let's take this up and down. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep your hips lifted like this. Again, have your gaze wherever you like. And keep that left leg pressing down into the right to hold your shape. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink down again, not quite all the way. And then see about walking your hands forward. And start to press your torso forward into your cross legs. And again, you can stop this at any point. If it gets too intense, I guess you find your spot. Now, if you want to take this further, you can round your spine forward, bring this in tight. Maybe come up onto the fingertips, and if you want to balance, just see about lifting your right heel. Take it slow, try not to slam that right knee down, and center the right heel underneath your seat. Now try to bring your spine toward upright. I recommend looking forward and just fixing your gaze if you're going to try to balance this. And then maybe hover your fingertips above the floor. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. Looks like I'm having better luck with this side. Maybe not for too long. When you're ready, go ahead, bring it all back down. And then once you're down, go ahead, cross the ankles, roll forward your hands, find all fours. And from all fours, we're going to take this into a lopsided dolphin. Take this a bit in the shoulders. Now I want you to stay on your left hand, but come down to the right forearm. So the right elbow's to the side. Bring the right hand to the center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow directly over the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled in. Now just look straight down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees up off the floor. And you can keep it loose with your knees bent. You can always take a break anytime. But if you want to make this more intense, walk your feet forward, get your hips as high as you can. Now keep your left elbow pulled in. You can just hold here and let your head hang. But if you can take it further, inhale the right leg up high. And then with the exhale, squeeze this in, pull the knee to your chest. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, squeeze the knee into your chest. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest one more time. And then inhale, lift your right leg, keep it lifted. And see about bending the right knee and bringing it to the left side and scorpion the shape. Keep your left elbow pulling into your side. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg. And with the exhale, set that foot down, bring your knees down. And come up to all fours. Give yourself a moment to breathe, but of course we've got to take that on the other side too. So when you're ready, come down onto your left forearm and stay on your right hand. Left elbow to this side, just bring the left hand to center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back and stack the elbow directly over the wrist, keep the elbow pulled in. Now tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring your hips up. And again, decide how far you want to take this. You can keep it loose or walk it forward and get your hips up as high as you can, but keep the right elbow pulling in. Now if you're going to take it further, inhale the left leg high. And with the exhale, pull this in, knee to chest around your spine. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest again. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale the left leg high, keep it lifted. And scorpion the shape, bend the left knee, hang the left foot right, keep your right elbow pulling in toward your side. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring everything down. Knees to the floor, come up onto your hands, come back to all fours. Give yourself a moment to breathe here. And we'll take this just a little bit further. So we're going to take this toward a baby Galavasana. All right, now this is going to be a rather intense version of this pose. It's very safe because you can be close to the floor, but it'll make regular Galavasana seem a little bit easier and maybe more accessible. So, the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees into the hips, tuck the toes of both feet. And then lift your knees up off the floor so you can stay relatively bouncy. Now I want to twist a little bit here and find that leg cross. So I want you to step the right foot forward up and to the left, and then bring your left knee down. Now once the left knee comes to the floor, left hand goes to the right ankle. Pull that right ankle up high on your left thigh and find your figure four. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled and keep the knee to the side, and maybe just stay here. If you can take it further, keep the cross, bring both hands down. And then tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and round into the crossed legs. Now, if your hips are tight, this will probably be a pretty good stretch. You can stay here and just move around. And if you want to take this toward a baby Galavasana, walk your hands in close. Keep your spine rounded, stay pulled in toward your crossed legs. And you got to come down to the forearm, so I recommend one at a time. So, right forearm down, bring that right knee up onto the right upper arm. As the left forearm comes down, hook the right foot over the upper arm. And then start to look forward, start to lean. Now your face is going to be right above the floor. If you can lean, take it further, maybe lift your left foot. And if you want to make it really hard, maybe extend that left leg up and back, which is sort of brutal. All right, so wherever you took it to, go ahead and bring your knees to the mat when you're ready. And come back to all fours. And like I said, this will make the regular pose seem a little bit more approachable. So wrists the shoulders and knees under your hips, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up. Now, let's take the twist or take the cross. Step your left foot forward up into the right and bring your right knee down. Now, once the right knee's down, right hand takes hold of your left ankle. Bring that ankle high up on the right thigh. Curl the toes, left foot, keep the knee to the side. And if you want to stay here, this is fine. But if you can take it further, press in your hands, tuck the toes of your right foot. Lift your right knee and pull your crossed legs into your chest, round your spine. Now, bring this in as close as you can. And maybe stay here. If you want to take it to Ekapada, into baby Galavasana, walk your hands in close. And then one forearm at a time. Bring the left elbow down, left knee over your left upper arm or across it. And then as the right forearm comes down, hook the left foot on the right arm. You're going to look forward, going to lean, got to keep your hips lifted to find your bounce. And if you lifted that right foot, maybe extend the leg behind. But you can't hold all that long. All right, whenever you're ready, just bring everything down and come into all fours. And once you find your all fours, give yourself a moment here to breathe. Now, if you like, you can just stay here, take a break, maybe take another stretch. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now, as you settle into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press your palms down flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest down low. And press your hips as high as you can toward the ceiling. Now keep that long reach from the wrist creases through to the hips. Let your body start to straighten out from those 2 points. And keep some tension in your core through the belly and around the low ribs. Now if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, let it go. You can always bend your knees. And you can just stay here, loose here. You can pedal aside and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend your knees, look forward, step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in your knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, and let your spine just round. Let everything go long and loose here. Now you can hang your hands on the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to start, and then start to round your spine back up. Bring yourself to vertical, and then open up your palms to your sides. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Just let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now at the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, pull bending the knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor till your shins lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist length the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep your spine lifted. Keep the shoulder blades spread apart here to start. When you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control. Take it slowly, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in your upper body. Press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Now draw the elbows back. Draw your shoulders back as well. And then use the muscle along your spine. Try to lift up a little bit higher here. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms to the floor. And we're going to take us to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stand the tops of your feet. And keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc through the front. Lift with your arms. Lift with the shoulders. Keep your torso long. Keep everything pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out. And let's take it through our sun salutations from here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. Now the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga, next high plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And with the exhale, pull your belly in and bring your hips up out of down dog. 2 more rounds, keep it steady, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach us up high. And then with the exhale, bring it all the way back down. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. Now then inhale, open up, drop forward. Exhale, pull back in. And bring your hips back up. One last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, half lift here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, drop forward. Exhale, pull back in. Bring your hips back up and just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. So bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, and just open up your hips, let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Now exhale, knee to left elbow, and stay forward this time. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now we're going to take this into a low crouch. So all the weight's on your right foot. Pull the left knee to your chest and round your spine. Curl in tight. Now we're going to take it back and forth from here, opening up to a revolved half moon. So your left hand stays down. Forward of your right foot, but over to the left. Lean to your left side. And then back and forth. Inhale the right arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl back in. Inhale the right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back, hold here. Now look to the right, keep the right shoulder high, feel the twist. And maybe keep it bent on the right knee, but straighten the leg if you can. Now if you want to take it further, you can bind it. You can bend your left knee, reach with your right hand. Maybe find the left foot. If you have that grip, kick in your hand, let this pull your shoulder further back and just breathe. Now take an inhale. And on the exhale, just release. Both hands down, left foot steps down behind your low lunge. Now take it lower, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward, keep your hips low. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, open this up and reach your arms up high. Now reach the arms up and back, gaze up high. And let your hips sink low to the front of the mat. So find that long arc all through the left side and just breathe. Now hold on to this shape, but take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide, pull your shoulders back, keep looking up toward the ceiling. And as you hold on to this lunge, just move from the arms. So I want you to fold your arms in as close as you can around your head. And then pull the elbows out wide, draw your shoulders back, bring your gaze up higher. And then again, fold the arms in around your head. Pull the elbows out wide, draw your shoulders back, maybe start to bring your gaze back. One more time, fold your arms in around your head. And then pull the elbows out wide, work to open up the mid and upper back, and just keep looking up, maybe back a little bit, keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, look forward, reach up high through both arms. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the floor around that right foot. Now tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee back to low lunge. And then take a look at your low lunge. Be sure your feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance, one side to the next. And then step your left foot just a little bit closer to the right, maybe about 6 inches. Now with that shortened stance, we'll take a grounded twist. And we're going to take this with an archer configuration. So make your left hand to a fist. Press it to the floor inside the right leg. Right hand's a fist as well, but bring it up behind the right ear. So your right elbow stays high, your right shoulder stays high. You're going to keep a twist with your chest open to the right side. Now just look down at the floor, down the length of your left arm, and then press into your right foot. Hover your left hand up off the floor. Now with control, slowly bring this all the way up. Right elbow back, right shoulder back, left arm forward. Now keep looking forward and then hinge forward. Lightly touch your left hand down to the floor. Again, strong in that right foot, press down. Bring your torso upright, right elbow back, right shoulder back. You're still looking forward. And then hinge forward and just lightly touch that left hand down to the floor. Press into your right foot, bring it back up. Right elbow back, right shoulder back, hold here. And then look to the right, reach the arms out wide, full vertical twist, and bring your gaze back toward the right hand. Now keep your left hip pulling forward, right hip pulling back, try to take it deeper. Left arm comes outside the right thigh to brace this. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just turn to center, hands on your hips. Now lean forward to the right foot. Bring your left foot forward, one pace behind the right. We're going to take a pyramid stance. Ooh, almost went too far forward. There we go. So about 3 feet front to back, but still hips width distance side to side. Both legs straight. Left foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers. Pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back. Open up your chest. And then keep it open here. Keep your legs straight. And we'll take this back and forth to a halfway fold. So take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, keep looking forward, only down toward halfway. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge forward, come down as close to halfway as you can, still looking forward, still with your shoulders pulled back. Right hip back, left hip forward. Now I want you to still look forward as best you can, but if you can take it deeper, you can bend the right knee if you need to. Touch the belly to the right thigh. Keep some extension in your spine as much as you can. You're trying to resist rounding. Now with your shoulders pulled back, maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. If your belly's touching your right thigh and you can straighten that leg, you could take it there. And if you want to take this even deeper, you can always lift your left heel up off the floor and focus the weight on your right leg. But from wherever you are, just feel that stretch moving through the back of the right thigh. Breathe into this. Now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Left foot flat. Arms are still bound. And we'll take this forward toward balancing. So bend the right knee, bring your weight forward to the right foot. And then come to standing with your left knee high. Now dig into the right big toe. Once you're stable, bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Find that figure four. And keep the toes of the left foot curled. Now if this is good enough, you can stay here. If you want to take it deeper, start to bend your base knee and sink down. Now to take it further still, you can hinge forward. Try to keep your gaze forward, shoulders pulled back. You could press your knuckles up toward the ceiling with the bind. And just take things to where you can. Now you can always just hold the hip stretch and bring your fingertips down to the floor. But from wherever you are, when you're ready, go ahead, bring your hands down. And this is where we take it toward the arm balance here. Now you can keep your legs crossed and take Galavasana. If that doesn't work, both feet down, you'll take crow. Now press in your palms, spread the fingers out wide, grip the floor. For Galavasana, get that left shin high in the arms. Now look forward, lean forward, find your balance from wherever you are. And for Galavasana, pull the right heel toward your seat. Maybe extend that right leg up and back, but just take things to where you can. When you're ready, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, pedal out and breathe. And let's take the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And then open this up. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, scorpion dog. Let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten that left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Hold here, stay forward. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the left foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now let's come to that deep crouch. Left foot to your base, pull the right knee to your chest, curl in low around your spine. Back and forth from here to revolved half moon. Your right hand stays down. Forward of your left foot, but further right, lean to your right side. With an inhale, extend the left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale the left arm high, right leg back, hold. Now look to the left. Keep that left shoulder higher than the right and hold the twist. Straighten that left leg if you can. And if you want to take the bind, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find the foot. If you have that grip, kick into your hand to pull the shoulder further back and deepen the twist. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot down behind you, low lunge. Take it lower, right knee down, right foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, with an inhale, open this up and reach your arms up high. Keep reaching. Now let the arms reach up and back. Keep your gaze up toward the ceiling. And then sink your hips down low toward the front. So find that long arc all through the right side this time. Now hold on to your shape, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands behind your head again. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Pull your shoulders back. You're still looking up toward the ceiling. And then back and forth, just the arms. Squeeze your elbows in around your head. And then pull the elbows out wide. Draw your shoulders further back. Open up your upper back. Pull the elbows in around your head and squeeze again. And then draw the elbows out wide. Shoulders back, open your chest. One more time, fold the arms in around your head tight. And then one more time, pull the elbows out wide. Try to bring your gaze further up, further back. When you're ready with an inhale, look forward, reach straight up. And then with the exhale, hands down around your left foot. Now tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee, come into low lunge. And pay attention to your stance here. Feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance. Bring that right foot just a little closer into that left foot, maybe about 4 to 6 inches or so. And again, we'll take that grounded twist. Now the right hand becomes a fist. Press it to the floor inside your left leg. And this is the archer configuration. Left hand's a fist as well. Now bring that left hand up behind your left ear. Left elbow stays high, left shoulder stays high. Keep your gaze down the length of the right arm. Now strong stance here. Pressing your left foot, hover the right hand. Take it slow. Lift from your waist. All the way up, left elbow back, right arm forward. And then hinge forward, take it slow. And lightly touch that right hand to the floor. Pressing your left foot. Bring this back up, left elbow back, left shoulder back. You're still looking forward. Hinge forward. And just lightly touch that right hand down one more time. Pressing your left foot. Bring this up all the way, left elbow back, right arm forward, hold here. And once you're stable, go ahead and look to the left. Open the arms out wide and just come to a full vertical twist. Now try to look back toward your left hand. If you can go further, right arm past your left leg to brace the twist. Try to take it deeper. Pull your right hip forward. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach straight up. And with the exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Now put the weight to your left foot, step the right foot forward, about 3 feet from the left, so just one pace. So hips width distance side to side, still both legs straight, right foot points to side about 45 degrees or so. And then bring your hands to your low back and find the bind that feels strange, opposite what you just had. Palms together, fingers and shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then back and forth just to a halfway fold. Take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Keep looking forward. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up one more time. With the exhale, hinge forward just toward halfway down and hold. Shoulders still pulled back, still looking forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Now, if you want to take it further, actually take it a little bit deeper. Bend the left knee if you need to, but touch your belly to left thigh. Resist the rounding of your spine. Still try to keep your gaze forward and keep your chest open. Now, maybe the left knee stays bent. Maybe you straighten that leg, but you still got contact. And if you want to go deeper, you can always lift the right heel up off the floor and focus on that left leg. All right, with an inhale, bring your torso upright, both feet down. Shoulders are still pulled back. Put the weight to your left foot, bend your left knee. And then come forward with your right knee high. Take a moment and find your balance here. Dig into that left big toe. Now, when you're ready, moving that figure four, right ankle over your left thigh this time. Toes are curled, right knee to the side. Keep your gaze forward. Put a little bend in that left knee at least. And then start to take it further. Hinge from the hips. Sink further into the knees. And come to as low a fold as you can over your crossed legs. Now, if you want to take it deeper, you can press your knuckles up toward the ceiling. Open up your chest, but just breathe. Now, from wherever you are, go ahead, release your bind, fingertips down to the floor. And then we'll take this from here to the arm balance. Now, you can keep your legs crossed for Galavasana. If you need to release, bring both feet down for crow. Either way, palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor. And then start to look forward, start to lean. Now, let the left foot lift, you're coming toward Galavasana. If you can hold that, pull the heel toward your seat. And then maybe extend that leg up and back. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it through another Vinyasa. Apologies, I had to delivery at the door here. All right, once you find your down dog, take a moment here, pedal out. And then we'll take this to the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders or wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here, stay forward. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to that deep crouch, right foot to your base. Bring the weight to the right foot, left knee to your chest, round to your spine, stay low. Now this is open hip, back and forth to half moon. Right hand stays down, fold your right foot over to the right. And lean to the right side, let's take it back and forth. Inhale your left arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the left arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Hold here, half moon. Now keep the left shoulder, left hip above the right. You can always keep the right knee bent if you need that. Try to straighten the leg if you can. And look to your left side. If you want to bind it, bend your left knee. Reach with your left hand. If you find the foot kicking your hand to pull this further back, the shoulder goes back so you stay more open to your left. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release both hands down, left foot down behind your low lunge. Now from low lunge, take an inhale. And with the exhale, drop your left knee down. We're going to take a kneeling version of Warrior Two. So flatten your left foot and bring your left foot to the right side of the mat. Hands to your hips and everything stacks to vertical from the left knee on up. Now everything's going to stay open toward the left side of your mat. I want you to line up your right heel with the left knee more or less. And you can keep that right leg at 90 degrees or walk the foot further forward as long as you keep the foot flat. Now keep your hips pressing toward the side, reach your arms out wide. And let's take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away, pull that shoulder back. And open up the right palm toward the ceiling. And then when you're ready, with inhale, reverse this. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend it forward, but keep looking up. Inhale, reverse, keep that right foot planted. Exhale, extend this forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. And then with the exhale, extend forward and stay forward this time. Left shoulder pulled back. Now you can rest the right arm on the right leg, but you can probably go deeper and bring that right hand to the floor inside the leg. Keep your left shoulder high. If you want to take it deeper, maybe bend that right elbow and sink down. And if you want to bind it, you can reach underneath and find that grip. Now wherever you take this to, keep the right thigh pulling in close. Left shoulder high, you should still be able to see the ceiling from wherever you are. And if you want to take it even deeper, you can try to straighten the right leg within the bind and point the toes up toward the ceiling. Just take things the way you can. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whatever version of the bind you're in. Both hands to the floor. Now, hands come down around your left knee. And we're going to bring weight up onto the left foot. So set your left foot flat. And then slowly drag the right big toe in. Now, take hold of the right knee and round this all the way up to vertical. Once you're up, just take a moment to breathe big into that left big toe. And then when you're ready, left hand to your left hip, pull the right knee out to the side. Keep it lifted, try to keep the toes pointed down, and this can be your pose. Now, if you want to take things further, go ahead and reach your left arm down at your side about 45 degrees. And then maybe look down the length of your left arm. Now, if you can take it further, start to lean left and lift the right knee. Just take things to where you can. And this is plenty right here, but if you want to go further, you can reach your right arm inside the right leg, find the big toe. Now, if you have that grip, you can use it to pull the knee higher, but you're still leaning. And you can extend the leg, but you're still leaning here. Still balancing, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring yourself all the way up. Right hands to your hips. Now go ahead and step your right foot out wide. We'll take this to a horse stance. Heels in, toes out. Just move into that wide-legged squat. And bring your hips down, low thighs toward parallel with the floor. Now come into center with your spine toward upright. Reach your arms out wide. And then we'll take an eagle bind here. Left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs toward your face. And if that's not going to work to get your hands together, do what works and just reach to opposite shoulders. Now keep your arms squeezing, shoulder blades spreading apart. Try to keep your hips low like this. And we're going to take it from side to side. So lift your right heel up off the floor. And then slowly pivot to the left. And just dip that right knee down just above the floor. Take it slow, come back up, back to horse, both heels down. Lift your left heel, pivot to the right, take it slow. Dip the left knee down low just above the floor. And then bring yourself back up, back to horse. One more time with the right heel, pivot to the left. Now dip the right knee down low, hold here and keep your spine tall. Keep the arm squeezing. And then lift back up, set the right heel down, you're back in horse. Now look at the right foot, point it toward the front of the mat. Put all the way to the right foot, lift your left heel, square your hips forward. And then when you're ready, come up to standing with your left knee high. Now once you got your balance, you move into your figure four. Left ankle over your right thigh. Toes are curled, left knee to the side. Start to sink into the hips at least a little bit. And then see about taking it further. So you can bend further into the base knee and hinge further from the hips. Keep the arms squeezing, maybe even bring the elbows down past the lifted shin. Now from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your hands to the floor. Now you can take this down to crow with both feet on the mat or keep Galavasana with the crossed legs. But whichever one, go ahead and bring your palms down flat. Let's take the arm balance. Grip the floor with your fingers, look forward, start to lean. And keep that left shin high in your arms if you're doing Galavasana. Go ahead and lift the right foot. You can pull that heel up. Maybe extend the right leg up and back. And then when you're ready, go ahead, take it to your Vinyasa. All right, let's even all that out on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow one more time and hold here, stay forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just set the left foot down between your hands. And into that deep crouch one more time. Left foot to your base, pull the right knee to your chest. Curl in, stay low, round your spine. And back and forth from here to half moon again. So left hand's down. Fold your left foot further left. Lean to your left side. Back and forth. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale, right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back and hold here. Now bend the left knee if you need to, straighten the leg if you can. Look to the right and keep your right side higher than the left if you want to bind it. Bend the right knee, reach with your right hand, find the right foot. If you have that grip, go ahead, kick in your hand. Let this pull your shoulder further back. Take an inhale. Exhale, release both hands down. Right foot comes down behind your low lunge. From your low lunge, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set the right heel down. Now flatten your right foot, bring the right foot over left. Hands to your hips and bring everything to vertical over the right knee. And again, we're taking that kneeling warrior two. So left heel more or less in line with the right knee. Everything stays open to the right side of your mat this time. And you can walk that left foot further out as long as you keep the sole of the foot down on the floor. Now take your half bind. Reach your right arm behind your back, palm facing, pull that shoulder back. Left arm forward to the palm open toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend forward, still look up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. And with the exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay forward. Right shoulder back. Now with your left arm, you can set it on your left leg, but see about coming down lower. Left hand to the floor inside the leg. Right shoulder stays high. If you can take it further, go ahead, bend to that left elbow, sink down. Maybe reach underneath and find that full bind. Take things to where you can here. And again, if you want to take it deep, if you got that bind, maybe straighten the left leg within the bind. You can point the toes up. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release from wherever you are. Both hands down around your right knee. And then we're going to put weight to the right foot. So press and your hands come up onto your right foot. Drag the left big toe in. And then take hold of your left knee. Now you're still facing the side of the mat. Just round this upper standing with your left knee high. And find your balance here. And then once you're upright, once you're stable, right hand to the right hip, left knee out to the side. And just keep the toes pointed down. You can always stay like this. Now if you're going to take things further, right arm down to your side about 45 degrees. See about looking down the length of your right arm. Now you could take it further, maybe lean right and lift your left knee. And this is plenty. If you want to go further, you can reach inside your left leg, maybe find the big toe. Maybe lift that knee higher, you're still leaning. Maybe extend the leg further, you're still leaning out of the way. Now still balancing, take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring this upright with your left knee still lifted. And then step the left foot wide and come into horse. Again, just a wide-legged squat. Heels in, toes out, sink your hips down low. And then reach your arms out wide. Let's take the eagle bind on this side. Right arm under, this time left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. And again, reach the opposite shoulders if you need to. Do what works, but spread the shoulder blades apart. Keep your hips low, shoulders down, elbows up. Keep squeezing the arms. And then take this side to side. Lift your left heel. And then slowly pivot to the right. Dip your left knee low, keep your spine tall, come down just above the floor. And then come straight up, and you're back in horse. Right heel lifts, pivot to the left. Stay tall, stay vertical through your spine, dip the right knee down. Come back up, you're back in horse. Lift your left heel, pivot to the right one more time. Now dip down low and just hover here. Keep your arms squeezing, keep breathing. And then set your left heel down and come back to center. Now look at your left foot, point the toes to the front of the mat. And then turn forward, lift the right heel to square your hips toward the front. When you're ready, come forward to standing with your right knee high. And then move into your figure four. Once you're ready, right ankle crosses the left thigh. Toes are curled, knee to the side. See about sinking the hips at least a little bit. Try to keep the arms squeezing. And maybe come down deeper and fold over that lifted shin. Take this to where you can. Now from wherever you are, here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release the arm bind. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. And this is where we'll take it toward the arm balance here. So if you need to, both feet down, that'll put you in crow. Or keep the legs crossed for Galavasana. So palms to the mat, dig your fingertips down. Shin high in the arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow and see about lifting your foot. Now maybe pull the left heel up toward your seat. Maybe extend that leg behind you, but take things to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it to your last Vinyasa. Now once you find your down dog, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your knees down to the mat, come into all fours. And we're going to take this into Galavasana from here. So once you're down, just bring the right knee forward, center the line of the mat underneath your chest, more or less. Right foot goes to your left side. Let's cross the legs together tight. Bring the left knee in behind the right. And bring your feet out as wide as you can. Now as your legs are squeezing, sink down. You want to sit down between your heels. And if for any reason it's too much with both knees bent, take a seat with your left leg straightened out and the right leg crossed over your left knee, and that'll be good enough. Now once you're upright, see how far you want to take this into the arm bind. We'll take it from below first. Right arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back. Now you can hold the right wrist, you can reach for the elbow, whatever works for you here, maybe something in between. But keep that right shoulder drawn back and open up your chest. If you want the full bind, right hand comes up between the shoulder blades, left arm from above, and then see about finding that grip somewhere in between. And just take things to where you can here. Now there's nothing wrong with the half bind if the full bind's not working out, keep in mind. Let your shoulders get pulled back, let your chest open up. If you want to round it forward, you could take it there if you like. Now when you're ready, hit take an inhale. And with your exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And then just cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands back to all fours. And from here, let's take it to the other side. So bring the left knee forward, midline of the mat underneath your chest. Left foot goes right, and then cross your legs together tight and bring the feet out wide. Now while your legs are squeezing, bring yourself down. And again, if you need to just change this, you can sit with the right leg extended forward, left leg crossed over your right knee. Now to take the arm bind from below, left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, see about reaching back, find the wrist, the elbow, maybe something in between. And draw on that left arm, feel the stretch in the shoulder. Good enough here. If you want to go further, left hand between the shoulder blades somewhere, right arm from above, and see about finding that grip somewhere in between. I still expect this pose to get easier, and it never does. All right, just take things to where you can. I recommend staying upright, but again, you can take it forward if you want to take that variation. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs, and come all the way down onto your back this time. Now pull your knees close to your chest, just squeeze in. And when you're ready, go ahead, release and bring your feet to the floor. We're going to take this through one long round of back bending. I'll start the cue with bridge and then lead into wheel. You could always take wheel from the beginning if you want to hold it longer. You can always stay in bridge and you don't have to go any further. But from wherever you are, just set this up. Feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close enough that you start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze up toward the ceiling. And then with an inhale, press in your feet, squeeze your glutes and lift. Now stay lifted here. Keep your glutes engaged. Hold the tension of your lift with your hips pressing high. And press your hands down into the floor. Now, if this is good enough, you can stay here. But if you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. Maybe pull your palms together. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest even more. Still with that engagement in the glutes. Now, if you want to go further still, if you got the reach, you can hold your ankles. And use that grip to press your hips up higher and open up your chest even more. Hips are still pressing high. Now, if you're going to go from bridge to wheel, just keep your hips lifted and release your hands. So hands around your head, palms to the floor. Fingertips toward your shoulders, elbows high. When you're ready, pressing your palms, you can always lift to the top of your head first. But then when you're ready, straighten your arms and press your hips up toward the ceiling. Open your chest up toward the back wall. Now, for either pose, if it's too much in the low back, you can always lift your heels. And keep that tension in the glutes. And especially in the shoulder blades to open up your chest. Keep breathing here. Just take it to where you can. And then from wherever you are, you take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Now, once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in. And then let's take it to happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and draw down. Now try to press your knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Farther still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Open up your arms at your sides. And let your palms open toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then start to move bit by bit when you're ready. Fingers and toes. Arms and legs. And stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out past your head. And then pull everything in. Draw your elbows toward your chest. Bring your knees up as well. And take your time here. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And take a deep inhale here. Hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.